Hello friends, so today's video is going to be a list of some ridiculous things that gamers do. If you play video games a lot, let me know what are some of the ridiculous things you yourself do or that you have observed of other gamers, and I would love to see how many of them end up on this list, and then also even if they don't, I just want to see what ridiculous things you happen to do. But regardless, jumping into it, the first one would be in regards to multiplayer. When you have certain house rules that you feel like apply around the world and you think they apply to everybody. I am very guilty of this, specifically playing the Legends mode and specifically the co-op of Legends mode for Ghost of Tsushima. It doesn't really make sense, but I get very angry if I get the impression that you're taking my kills. I know it's co-op, I know we're working together, but if I'm working really hard to kill a really big Oni, do not come along after I have taken all of its health out and there's just a tiny bit left and throw your stupid kunai. Don't do it. If you do it once, it's an accident. Twice, I'm like, I'm looking at you. I'm side-eyeing you. You do it more than that, and I will follow you and take all of your kills because I'm good enough to do that, and you need to be good enough to not take mine. That's how I feel. I get really angry. I get very passionate, and then I have to calm down, and I'd be like, it's just a game, you know? I'm just here to have some fun. My friends and I are always joking, like, I'm just here to have fun with my friends. And that's what that's the attitude I need to adopt. But in my mind, everybody abides by that. Everybody knows, no, if somebody's working hard to take out that enemy, don't rush in. Don't rush in and take it out. Don't come attack it. I don't need your help. Do I look like I need your help? I have full health. I just think that applies to everyone, and I know it doesn't, but that's my attitude. And it's ridiculous, and it's stupid, and it probably makes me more emotional and makes my blood pressure go up far more than it needs to. Another example, and this is one that I didn't know about, but as soon as my friend told me about this, I have now immediately acted as if this has always been a thing, and that would be in Elden Ring. So when you're playing and somebody invades and they come into your world, I was talking with my friend Connor. He was in my Witcher discussion video. I'll have that linked if you'd like to see it. But Sean and I, my husband, often play video games with Connor and our friend Enrique. We decided to have Connor hop into when we were playing Elden Ring so that I could drop some stuff, we could run around, whatever. And we were talking about people constantly invading Sean. They're always invading Sean. And Connor was like, oh, I hate when people invade and then they drink out of their flasks. You're constantly drinking your flasks. You're screwing the other person over because they have to keep going after you're done with your invasion. And I was like, really? Every time people invade, they're always drinking out of their flasks. And I never thought anything of it. I was just like, oh, great, you're being invaded, Sean. Now, when people invade, if I see them drink out of their flasks, I'm like, it's clearly agreed upon that this isn't cool. And I have this attitude, like it's always forever been the rule and that person's somehow breaking it, when I only just found out that that's apparently how some people feel in the Elden Ring community. So I would love to know, are you like this? Do you have any house rules that you feel apply everywhere? Or do you get really, really mad when you feel like there's an agreed upon thing you've seen on a subreddit or something like that and somebody goes against that? Or are you just a nice, calm person who plays video games and you're just happy all the time? The next ridiculous thing would be the amount of time that we will spend to get an achievement or to just do some random side quest or try to get the ultimate weapon. The amount of time amounts sometimes to probably literal days of your life. But we do it, and I don't know why, because it's not like we're making a tremendous impact on the world or ourselves. It's just to say we did it, and that impresses no one. It impresses no one. I still feel really proud of myself, though, when I go through the stupid chocobo race in the Calmlands of Final Fantasy X, and I get all the balloons, and my time comes down to 0. I'm like, that's right, everybody. That's right. And nobody cares, and most people don't even know what that is. There's a select few people on the planet that can even be like, wow, really? I could never do that. But yet we do it. And also, when you're trying to get through all of the big trophies on a game, and some of them, why? You've already basically beaten the game. You've done everything you need to do. You had a good time. Now you're doing all these random quests that you don't care about just to say you got the achievement. Let's just move on to another game. Let's just go have fun. Let's play multiplayer. Let's restart the game. Let's just do something else. But yet, we have to do it. This was also me with the Shine Sparks in Metroid Dread. I was like, I am getting all these stupid Shine Spark puzzles. I'm going to get 100% in this game. And I did that twice. Why? Why would I bother? Why would I already did it once. That's even worse. You've already done it. Why would you need to do it again? This next one, I would love if you've noticed this, if you yourself maybe have done this, but I have no problem admitting that sometimes in certain games, I will get to a boss, or I will get to an enemy, and I'm like, I don't know how the heck to defeat this. What am I supposed to do? I'm going to go to YouTube. And I just see how other people approach it. I see what weapons they use, what items they use. I see if they're cheesing it. How are they cheesing it? Because sometimes I'm like, I'm so done with this. I just want to get past this. I just want to get past this. And I just want to see. I just want to see what's out there. And you will find some person, this is a big thing in the Elden Ring community, you will find someone who is just that absurd person that runs around in underwear and they have a club and they never get hit and they know exactly when an enemy is going to do what, and they know exactly the right angle to dodge, they know when they're supposed to run, they know when they're supposed to roll, they just know exactly what to do at all times. They can parry really well, and you will get people in the comments that are like, this is how you're supposed to play the game. This is the right way to play the game. And I'm like, you didn't know how to do it either. You came to look for tutorials because you don't know how to defeat it either. And you're looking because you couldn't figure it out. You didn't know when the enemy was going to use their certain moves. You didn't know what little facial expression to look for. You went online, so you're doing it wrong too. But yet, you're coming to this tutorial to act like this is the correct way. Some of you might just be appreciating somebody else's skill, but I feel like a lot of people go to tutorials and they just are kind of like acting better than other people. And I'm like, you didn't know. You're here to figure it out, just like the rest of us. This next one is very short, very brief. I don't know if anybody else does this. I do this though. It happens with books as well. Anytime I go to my local used bookstores, because they also sell video games, and I see one of my favorites, I don't know what it is, but I get an urge to buy it, even though I already have it. Am I the only one that when I see my favorite game, I'm like, oh, look, they have it. And my husband will be like, yeah, we have it. I'm like, I know, it's just fun to see. I don't know where that comes from, but I just get really excited when I see my favorite games out in the wild. I also don't know if anyone else does this, or maybe you do, but you do it for a different reason. But when you get to almost the end of a game, and then you stop playing because you don't want it to be over yet. Does anyone else do this? I did this with Tales of Arise. I've done this. I've beaten Final Fantasy X multiple times, but I recently started replaying it, and then I stopped, and my husband's like, I kind of want to know. I want to see the rest of it, because in the past, when I played through it to show him the game, he missed parts of it, and this time around, he's really engaged, and he's really gripped by the story, and he's like, I want to see how it ends. I want to see this last chunk. And I'm like, I know, we'll get to it. And I just don't want to keep going because I just, well, in that game specifically, the end is very sad. And I want to believe that we can stay in this hopeful moment. But in general, I do this with games. I did it with Immortals Phoenix Rising. I don't know what it is. It's just I get sad, and it makes no sense because at that point the game is over because you've stopped playing it. So what the heck? It doesn't make any sense, but I have done it many a time. This last one is one I know that so many of you do. I know you do it. And that is spending way too much time customizing your character, your gear, your look. And I know this also contributes to the fact that sometimes you care more about the look than you do about the stats. You care more about having a really awesome outfit and really cool armor than having higher defense or having stronger magic or having higher strength. I get it. I do it too. Customizing a character is one of my favorite things. When I was a kid, my sister loved to play The Sims. All I wanted to do with The Sims was make characters. I didn't really want to play them. I just wanted to make the characters. I don't know what it is about character creation that we get so serious about, but I do take it very seriously, and I know a lot of people do as well. That's it for some ridiculous things that gamers do. Like I said, I would love to know what would be on your list. Which of these that I mentioned are you guilty of? What are some that you have noticed of other people in your life that they do? But anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you all later. Bye. Little bear, did you want to say hi? Yeah? Hi. Oh, hello. Yeah. Paw. Thank you. Paw. Paw. Thank you. Okay.